Why Thailand? It's the beaches, right? Beautiful blue beaches, sunshine sparkling over your head while you're relaxing on the off-white warm sand, drinking your pina colada and watching your Instagram reels you have posted during the last hour. That may be right, we did that too, but during the 8-day trip through Thailand, we learned and did a few more things, like first of all, the currency is in Thai baht, and I'm going to put our expenditures right on the top corner of the screen and we'll add money as we spend. This was a 7-night and 8-day trip with our friends who is also a married couple. So we booked the flight from Delhi International Airport to Bangkok, Bangkok to Phuket, and return tickets from Krabi Island to Bangkok and then back to Delhi International Airport. And for 2 people, all these flight tickets costed us this much amount. We also booked all the hotels to make sure our visa on arrival in Bangkok goes smoothly. You just need to carry a few more documents which are listed here on the screen. 20,000 baht as a family and 2,000 baht each for visa on arrival. The cab service at airport becomes easy with these kiosks planted by the airport authority. You can take a slip from the kiosk and go to the respective taxi stand. There will be your taxi waiting for you, and at that point you can also do a little bit of bargaining with the taxi driver.
500 baht. Confirm with. Hey, गाड़ी start कर.
For outside airport, you can also use Grab just like Ola or Uber to move around in the city and also for farther distances. For the first day, we had a halt at Bangkok for 1 night before we moved to Phuket. Hence, we booked a hotel called Cube 50. It's Cube with a Q. The hotel was comfortable, and from the roof you can have a very good and wide angle view. No food service was available except for the pre-booked breakfast, so we moved out to search for a local restaurant or cafe. And for the rest of us, it was 7-Eleven stores everywhere in the city. One thing you have to notice that you cannot expect everyone to understand English in Bangkok, basically in Thailand, so you can be struggling a little bit with the language problem. For the evening stroll, we chose Khao San Road as recommended by our friends, and that it's just a long road filled with nightclubs oozing out ear-shattering music right at you, with locals and foreigners dancing and grooving over something we should not discuss on this channel. I would say it's not a place for everyone, especially if you are coming with your parents. It's a big no. Next day, we woke up early for the flight to Phuket, and the morning welcomed us with a small glitch. The cab our hotel booked for us was a sedan. And here again, we were finding it very difficult to make the cab driver understand how he can fit us with our luggage in that small car the Indian way. We chose Thai Airlines to fly from Bangkok to Phuket, and the crew welcomed us with some baked bread filled with some sweet stuff. Most of the times you won't even realize what exactly you are eating, but that's alright with us. We could feel the cool breeze and wide open skies unlike Bangkok.
I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning all.
At the airport, I chose a luxury cab to reach our hotel, which took almost 900 baht for 4 people. But the problem was the airport cab left us almost a kilometer away. It was because of this festival they call Vegetarian Festival, also called the 9 Emperor Gods Festival. Needless to say, it's very important for Thai people. So our cab left us and we had to walk along with our luggage, with everyone while being careful about the ritual and being respectful for the people walking along with us. It was a completely new thing for us because the first thing I noticed was people were, they were throwing crackers on each other, and that was quite exciting and dangerous at the same time. We thought it was a one-day celebration, but it actually became the highlight of our 3-day stay in Phuket Old Town. The place we chose was called the Beswana, a really nice and comfortable place to stay for everyone. For 3 nights and 4 days, we paid this much money in baht. First thing we noticed was the absence of an elevator inside the building. As I told you, it's an old town thing. Our room was on the 4th floor, but we got used to it. Food service was not available, and that gave us more opportunities to get out and explore Old Town's best places to have food and also some drinks. Colorful modern architecture, a lot of food stalls, decorations, fantastic cafe, serving more food, happy decorated people clicking photographs everywhere, musicians playing their music and instruments and all. Small shops selling stuff like miniatures and souvenirs, drinks and more food. And this happens not every year, not every month, but every Sunday evening. We had a couple of biryanis and momos to kill the appetite for 70 baht each. After roaming, clicking pictures and shooting videos, we moved out and started walking towards the other side of the town to have some more food and more drinks. The area near the Old Town Road where we were staying is not very loud actually. It has some cafe, it has some beautiful restaurant, but if you are looking for loud music and dancing, this is not the place to be. Next day, it was a full day trip to Phuket Islands, the most exciting day of our trip. Full day trip package included a cab which would take us to the pier and bring us back to the hotel in the evening, a speedboat which would take us to 5 different islands of Phuket. They will let you swim, snorkel, dive and whatever you want to do in the water for almost an hour at each place.
We have booked a speedboat, which is basically a big boat for a group of people who are going to explore the Phi Islands. अब Phi Islands में उस बंदे ने काफ़ी एक अच्छा सा हमें इंट्रो दिया कि भाई कौन कौन से आइलैंड्स पे हमको जाना है, कौन कौन से आइलैंड्स पे हमको क्या क्या चीज़ें करनी है, कहाँ पे स्नॉर्कलिंग करनी है, कहाँ पे स्विमिंग नहीं करनी है और बहुत सारी और भी चीज़ें जो मैं अभी आपको स्पीड बोट पे दिखाऊंगा. बट ऑल इन ऑल द एक्सपीरियंस इज प्रीटी गुड. हमने होटल से इसका बुक किया था 1500 बात थाई बात पर पर्सन का, यानी कि हम चारों को लगे कितना हो गया 6000 रुपये, 6000 थाई बात. तो 6000 थाई बात में हमने इसको बुक किया. आई थिंक थोड़ा सा और सस्ते में हो सकता है ये, बट ठीक है, हमें 6000 ठीक लगा क्योंकि होटल की ही कैब ने हमको यहाँ पे लाके छोड़ा और फुल डे आइलैंड ट्रिप करने के बाद हम वापस होटल की ही कैब में होटल जाएंगे.
For the full day trip, you have to leave early in the morning at around 9 a.m. and the full day trip will end at around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. in the evening. Max was our crew leader and he actually is a pretty good guy. He explained the whole plan in clear words and then we were good to go.
इस धोखे में मत रहना कि मैं विदाउट लाइफ जैकेट स्विम कर रहा हूँ. स्विम कर रही है आराम से वहाँ पे विदाउट एनी लाइफ जैकेट. हमारी फटी पड़ी है.
And there we were, the first place where we were allowed to jump in the water and swim.
मेरे को तो ऐसा धक धक हो रहा है.
They gave us life jackets for those who are not very confident about swimming part. I'm glad I took the jacket.
She's fine. She's doing good.
We were having a good time until the worst nightmare hit us, sea urchins. Yeah, that's what bit us. First it had Avni, so I got really panicked and I moved toward her, and that was the time when the sea urchin got me as well. It was like being bitten by 4 or 5 bees at one time. But it doesn't come out that easy. It will take almost a week or 2 weeks to come out on its own. It actually hurt for a minute or so, and after that I was back in action. The second place we moved towards was another island, and basically it was snorkeling time for us in the deep blue sea. They gave us snorkels and all we had to do was to breathe through the pipe. It was not new to Abni and me because we did the same at Jolly Boy Island in Andaman. Well, if you ask me, Andaman is a much better place for snorkeling and seeing corals and way more aquatic life. This is just my own personal opinion. Next stop was Monkey Island, famous for its long-tailed monkeys. Then we moved on and reached the beautiful beach which was featured in the movie, Leonardo DiCaprio movie The Beach. It's not allowed to swim in that water, but you can enjoy the water and get yourself clicked. What makes this place interesting is the view with these huge mountains, blue water and color of the beach sand. Then we moved back to the boat and reached to have our lunch at another island. You can have vegetarian or non-vegetarian, whatever you want to have. The food was really tasty and that was included in the whole package. We had the local coconut ice cream as well, which was no doubt very delicious, and soon after it started drizzling again. At this time we decided to sit right in the front of the boat and get If you are in a speedboat, you have to sit right in the front to get that rush. Next stop was a very small island and it's famous for its fancy drinks like pina colada, pineapple drink and whatnot. We tried everything, but I have to tell you that these drinks were not as good as they were being marketed by these people who were selling these drinks. Have you seen cats on the beach? On this island you will find plenty of them. Sleeping, purring, waiting at the beach for someone to take them home. I don't know, maybe not. As the sun was setting, we were brought back to the pier where our cab was waiting for us. It took us back to the hotel in the night. We popped out of our beds again and started searching the old town for a good place to have some food and drinks. And we found one.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Next day, we were very keen about visiting the popular places of Phuket like the big Buddha statue, Tiger Kingdom and a few other places. So we booked a tuk-tuk auto for 400 baht which would take us to the 4 different places and drop us back at the hotel. But first, we wanted to have some breakfast and that's when we found this beautiful cafe. But
ये बंदा हमको मिला है यहाँ पे, दिस गाय इन द रेड शर्ट। तो वो हमको चार्ज कर रहा है ऑलमोस्ट क्या पूरे 400 बात। चले ना इसमें,
I thought I left another big.
चले उसको चले।
Can I have my breakfast again at the same place?
यस टुमारो। येलो है या ग्रीन है? मज़ा आने वाला है इसमें, मज़ा आएगा इसमें।
Name in Hindi, नाम। Yes, know your name. ATV चेक बाकी होगी है।
आवाज़ कर लो भाई।
इससे भाई गाने नहीं मिलते ना चलाने के लिए। नोएडा गिडी धनबाद।
Tuk took us to the Tiger Kingdom first, where our friends were interested in getting clicked with the tigers. It's a nice happening place and you may find tigers very fascinating here. The price for the tickets was also very fascinating. Next stop was the big Buddha statue. At this place, you will find people meditating and enchanting mantras, a place one has to visit when staying in Phuket. If you stay here for longer, you will definitely feel the energy of this place, which will calm you down. Later, the tuk-tuk took us back to the old Phuket town, where we spotted one more place to have some food and some good wood oven pizzas. Most of these food joints were at walking distance from our hotel, so we went back, rested a little bit, and then moved out to have some more food and drinks. It was the last day of the vegetarian festival, so we couldn't figure out what was louder, the rock band or the firecrackers. Somehow we survived, and when I woke up, it was the next day. Now it was time for the final destination of our trip, which is Railay beach in Krabi, where you can go by a long-tail boat or a speedboat. But because it was faster to reach by a cab, so we booked a cab for 2500 baht, and it took us almost 4 hours to reach. At the pier, which is called Aonam Pier, we booked a long-tail boat for 600 baht to reach Railay Island. It's a 15-minute boat ride till the east side of the island. Railay is a very small island where you can stay and enjoy the calmness of this place. Our hotel was one of the best over there, and it was on the east side. It also had a pretty decent pool and bar, which we never skipped to enjoy, so
कल रात को यही पार्टी वार्टी है उड़ती, सुबह देखो कैसा सुनसान पड़ा हुआ है यहाँ पे। हम कल ये वाले रास्ते से आए थे, पतली गली से। मंकी भाई बंदर आ गया जैसे मैं वीडियो शूट करने लगा। पूरा
सामने भी है, सामने भी है।
ये गोप्रो लेके चला जाता है।
luckily this time it was an open blue sky, making the water look very nice, clear, blue. We were in water for so long that we didn't realize our skin was going darker and darker by each hour, so we had to get out of the water. Later we went back to our hotel and guess what? We jumped into the hotel swimming pool. Next day, it was our flight back to Bangkok at 6 p.m. To reach airport, we booked a long-tail boat and a cab from our hotel only, and that whole thing costed us 1300 baht for 4 people. We left Railay at 2 p.m. during a stormy day, but finally we reached the Aonam Pier again, and there our cab driver was waiting for us. He took us in a small rickshaw from the pier to his cab, and from there we moved to airport directly. After the flight, we reached Bangkok at 9 p.m. and checked in this hotel. This hotel was also very comfortable. It had smaller rooms.
150 रुपया देगा.
We chose this hotel because it was a budget hotel, because in the morning we had our flight back to Delhi. So that's what happened. Next day we reached the Suvarnabhumi airport in Bangkok by a grab cab. And that concludes this Thailand trip. I hope you liked this video. I know there was not much detailed information about everything in this video, but this is more like a private vlog for us. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can hit the like button and you can hit the subscribe button on the channel. I will see you later.